let's get to the domestic situation in a second when we talk about the midterms, but just still on Zelensky. Apparently, what I've read is the problem for Biden was that Zelensky was making his demands too public. Now, do you think that maybe Biden told him what he told the Saudi Arabians regarding oil production, which was to keep any bad news off the front page until after the midterms, after which there'd be less need to care about public opinion? What do you think, Peggy?
Well, perhaps, but also maybe he's a little bit jealous that Zelensky is stealing all the limelight and the thunder. You know, Zelensky is the picture right now on the world stage of strength, who's unapologetic and bold, going toe-to-toe with the Russians. And by contrast, Joe Biden is showing nothing but weakness. And American weakness has in part put Ukraine and other places in the world in the dangerous places that they are in. We know that when there's a vacuum of American leadership and power, we see bullies and tyrants all over the world take advantage of that. And that's exactly what we're seeing. American weakness is breeding opportunities for people like Xi, like Putin, others all around the world to take their opportunity to maximize on this small window of American weakness.
But it's not just weakness. I raised this on my show last night because it's actually hilarious, other than being tragic as well. But Biden's latest gaffe was at a campaign event in Pennsylvania where he was talking about how the Republicans wanted to overturn Obamacare. While speaking, he said America has 54 states. Now, Peggy, that's a very fundamental mistake, not knowing how many states there are in the Union. How is he even able to run the country?
Well, there's some who say he isn't and are wondering who is, because that person or people are unelected and unaccountable. But to your point about these gaffes, and some of them actually are in the teleprompter, which is not that's not excusable at all. But we've seen not only the 54 states, that's not the only time he's referred to America as having more than 50 states, but last week, he wished his Vice President, Kamala Harris, a happy birthday by referring to her as the president. He's also called her the First Lady. A week or so ago in a speech, he said, "I will begin with two words, made in America." And we've seen him mumble and mix up words. We've seen him lose thought mid-sentence. We've seen him turn and shake hands with the air, get lost when he's leaving the stage. And so this is somebody who is in cognitive decline. And just like we were talking about with the previous segment, this is dangerous because it would be funny if it was a Saturday Night Live skit, but it's showing American weakness. And our enemies all around the world are taking notice and are taking advantage of it. Places like Ukraine, places like Afghanistan, which fell, places like Taiwan, which are now in the crosshairs of China, wouldn't be happening under Donald Trump, and certainly wouldn't be happening if Joe Biden was projecting American greatness and leadership, not American weakness.